Well, hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. So, let's see what we have for you for the month of November. Cancer. Femme Fatale highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Oh, Cancer. Mm. This is weird. I feel you being coy about something. I find that strange. I don't know why. Coy. Let's see. And the word is coy. It's not secretive. It's coy. Indecision. Okay. There's some sort of misunderstanding or conflict as well. And I feel like you're trying to like move past it, ignore it almost. Financial constraints. There may be talk about finances. This is going to be specific to someone because I feel like another person is involved. Um, like there's a talk between you two about finances and like life, how things are tight. Maybe wanting you to pick up or them to pick up another job or a job. I feel like there is an underlying argument about finances that is being said but not being said, because I feel like coy is the word. Like someone's holding back, someone is not saying everything. There's a piece of this that is like keeping the peace, not wanting to be upset, just trying to move forward. But also, there's this energy, Cancer, of it needing to happen. It's like there's a coyness or a kind of dancing around the issue, but something really does need to be done. Like it's a true statement, it's a true situation that you're in. Um, but there's coyness to it because it doesn't feel forceful. It just feels like, it would be nice, like that, that kind of energy. All right, Cancer. So, okay, see beyond the current situation. Yeah. Okay. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. That's that coy energy. And then Elder, move beyond as ancestral patterns. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I feel like you see something, you know something, you understand it. So if someone's coming at you with this energy, you get it. It's not a secret. It's not a lie. It's like you know it, you see it, right? You understand it. If it's you, you're like, I see that this is something that we need to work on, this is something we need to discuss. This is something that needs to be an open conversation. It's out there. It's in the understanding. Um, but with the coyness, it's like, how can we do this without interrupting this flow? How can we do this without argument? How can we do this without disruption? I'm getting like this. I keep doing this with my hands because that's how it feels to me. Okay. So it feels like, how can we do this like this, like gracefully? Like, what's that thing that older Asian people do? This thing? Tai Chi. Um, so it's like um and in the midst of this grace, it's like trying to figure out how to get it done. So there's two sides to this energy, Cancer. There is I put my foot down, get it done, make it happen. And then there is a graceful kindness to it as well. So you're like, how can I gracefully and mindfully get this to happen officially? Okay. All right. Four of Pentacles, the Fool. There's the Change. The Moon, Confusion, Temperance. There's the Patience. King of Cups. Lovers. Strength. Star. Seven of Swords. Five of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Okay. I'm feeling like there's a significance with the upright and the reverse cards today for you, Cancer. But Five of Pentacles and Three of Cups. Okay. This is very much about recovering losses or what you feel like is an upcoming loss. It's definitely that you feel like the instability or the loss, the losing aspect of this will impact the situation. So I definitely was feeling that. And cause a disharmony, a upsetting, a disconnection, a challenge, a negative impact, and needing to figure out how to recover those losses before that happens, or if it does, recovering to bring everything back to where it was. So there's a reconciliation type of energy, not for a person, but like reconciling the situation. So major arcana, full moon, the fool, the moon, because it sounds like I'm saying full moon and I'm not. Temperance, lovers, strength, and the star. I didn't even notice that. And the star. You want someone to take a risk. And the reason why you want them to take a risk is because you're confused on what you should do, like what your steps should be, how effective, not how effective, what kind of step you should take. And it would be much easier if the other person would take a step forward, a leap of faith, or some sort of jump. It feels like it would be a whole lot easier. Um, I see you sort of staying still to hold everything together, because it feels like if you were to step out of the comfort of, it's like you're holding, I feel like you're holding all the issues, finances, home, children, like you're trying to balance all these things, and you're like, if I step out of this and do something else or get another job or whatever it is, it's going to cause everything to fall. Everything in my hands will fall. So you're like, it would be easier if the other person would sort of stand up and take a risk or do the thing, whatever the thing is. It would make it a whole lot easier. And this is what you have in your mind. This is the ideal version of how this will play out effectively. Okay. The problem is, the more that you go in November, the longer you hold all this, it doesn't necessarily make things better. It just maintains the situation you're in so it doesn't like blow up, but it doesn't make it better. And I feel like you're seeing that. This other person, other half of this situation is they're so emotional about, it's like they're so emotionally attached to their choice to take this leap of faith or have this new beginning or just do this thing you want them to do. They're super like emotional about it in a way that stops them from taking control or moving. It's like they're happy with the way their situation is and sort of blocking out how it's affecting you or the group, the relationship as a whole. I feel like they're emotionally attached to one specific thing or one thing. This is like a person that's like, I have to have this specific job, and if it's not this job, then it's nothing. That's probably for someone specifically. Like, I'll have this, I need this one, I need you to take me on expensive trips. And if you don't do that, then we can't be together. It's something very specific that should not have a bearing on the entirety, but it does. It's like they're super emotional or stuck on one specific thing. And it's interesting, Cancer, because I feel like you're actually giving into this energy without giving into it. It's like in your mind, in your inside, I don't like this. This isn't right. This is not how I view things, blah, blah, blah. You definitely have that understanding. But at the same time, it's like I'm being patient because I'm figuring out how to turn this into my favor without losing this person, without making them upset, without ruffling feathers. Interesting. What's interesting is this is going to get on your nerves. So, long story short, it is going to get on your nerves. And you're going to say something. You are. I don't feel like you're going to say it in a nasty way, but it's like you're going to take your step. And it's more about your patience sort of wearing thin. But at the same time, you do have enough patience left to wait it out. So it's not an ultimatum as much as it's you speaking up, seeing the reaction, and then adjusting in that way. Um, it's interesting too because they're very focused on this one specific thing, but at the same time, it impacts them of losing you or making you upset or uncomfortable. That's what's interesting. They don't want that. So it comes down to this. It's going to come down to the truth of the matter is, regardless of the moon energy, so regardless of this fantasy of how you think life should be, or this ideal magical situation that you think is going to happen for the other person, what they think is going to magically happen, or how they see uh, their ideal perfect future or whatever, there is the reality of what is right now. And they're going to have to realize, and this is their lesson because it's a star, it's a major arcana, so it's sort of a lesson for them. Their lesson is it worth messing up this happiness and this connection that you obviously have been holding together? I don't feel like that's going to come up because I don't feel like they're going to see it that way, but you and I know that that's what's happening. Are they going to mess up this connection by holding on to these sort of heavy, unrelenting emotions, to overstep your boundaries and your needs for this thing? Like, is it worth it? That's what I see. So it comes down to happiness versus illusion. Reality versus illusion. Reality versus illusion. Yeah. You know what it kind of reminds me of, Cancer? I don't know why this is coming to me, but when people find someone they absolutely love, right? And they're your soulmate, everything is great. This is the person you want to be with. And they forget that love takes work. Everything is not easy. So there are going to be some issues and things that you encounter that you're going to have to work out. And you may have to sacrifice. They may have to sacrifice. But it's almost like they forgot about that part. And they're like, oh, everything's just supposed to be magical every single day. That's kind of what it feels like. Like the reality of there's actual work that needs to be done. Now I get the Tai Chi. Like the grace in between. It's like the grace in between. I'm not explaining that. But let's clarify a few things. It's going to be mostly for them, I feel like. Yeah, there's problems with stability. Probably the home, bills, things like that. There's a problem with stability. I'm going to say that. And comfortability. And I feel like this problem triggers them in a weird way. It makes them feel weak or insecure or inadequate. And in turn, they are getting like angry, upset, closed off, feeling like everything they think or feel or say is right. And no one understands them. It kind of brings them into that energy specifically. And you just trying to hold everything together. King of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Hermit. Yeah, they're feeling sort of detached, distant from their dreams, from reality, from their goals, from what they wanted to achieve. And it's like they're just grasping for straws. It's kind of like they're sinking in the water and they're trying to like grab whatever they can, whoever they can to get to the top to get a breath. And I feel like this is what's stopping them from gaining some sort of introspection. It's like they need to sort of fall to be vulnerable enough to see where you're coming from and how they can help, and not be so singular, like single-minded. Yeah, this is more like me, I need your attention, I feel this way, I'm going through this, not understanding all the things that you're having to hold on to, and all the things you're having to, like, the efforts you're putting in. Okay. And the star. Yeah. This is them, like I said, gaining the wisdom or understanding. Their lesson is you can keep feeling the way you feel. You can keep blaming everyone else. You can keep yourself trapped in your own head and your own visions and not look at anyone else's, but there are repercussions to that, right? Meaning there's cause and effect. If you choose to close off, shut down, and blame others, there's going to be repercussions for that. And that faithlessness, that feeling lost, that feeling uninspired is just, it's going to get deeper and deeper and deeper. And this is a way to get out of that through dedication to love, dedication to something you feel like is for you. It's like rededicating yourself to the commitment of love, of the goal, of whatever this is, okay? And seeing like that's what really matters, you know? Yeah. All right. I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't have to pull anything else. All right, Cancer. Let's pull these. These guys. Soulmate. Yeah. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of like, this is for you. This person is for you. This situation is for you. This is a lesson that you need to go through. Why would you run away from it? It's yours. Like it's your lesson. This is your person. This is your situation. Why would you run away from it? Why would you hide? These things that are for you take work. They take dedication. They take a sense of priority, accountability from you to keep it active, to keep it connected, and learning how to do that in sort of like an open floor fashion, like everyone gets to speak, everyone gets to talk, a open fashion, and not shut down like this is what I specifically want and you just need to do this, Perseverance, there it is. That's that accountability. That's that determination. That's keeping it a priority, And if you don't put that energy towards it, it's going to disintegrate. It's going to fall apart. It's very specific, right? Very specific, Cancer. If this is for you, I feel it 100%. If it's not, do not throw yourself into it, okay? All right. So I love you. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.